Hi everyone, so this is my e-portfolio. This is just my introduction page, just has a picture of me with one of my favorite quotes and just kind of explains my goals that I have going into teaching, going up to the University of Laverne, and just as a future mother and teacher, just my goals and some pictures to explain a little bit about myself personally. Here's my children's literature page, and I included the course description with the syllabus right here so that if anyone's curious as to what the assignments were that were included in this course, they could go there. For my first thing on here, I have the author study. I was able to do it on Eric Carle. I included just a picture of him with some of his illustrations and books because he's very famous for those, as well as the description of what exactly the assignment was. And here is our video. I did this with Emma, and we had a really good time doing this, and we created this visual video as well as two activities, one that was a poem and one was that was a linking activity to find what you have in common with people that also represented creatively the hungry caterpillar. I thought that this was a great assignment, and it was one of my favorites. I would say that it was almost the most challenging for me because I kind of felt the pressure as if I was really a teacher, which I've never gotten before. So it was weird to be on the flip side of it and actually have a class to teach and need to say all the instructions. And there was not really any prior knowledge other than what the video showed on the author. So it was definitely a little bit challenging, and there were some things that I would alter and tweak around a little bit, but overall it went very well, and I feel like it brought a positive environment to the classroom. The next assignment was the family literacy backpack. I loved this assignment, and it was really fun for me, and just the idea of that we actually got to give it to students at another school with um, everything that it encompassed. And I included a journal, and this is just the description of the assignment. I put some pictures of what I included in the backpack as far as activities and what books I included, and then I also included the actual Word document down at the bottom. I did the bedtime literary backpack because I feel as though bedtime is the perfect time for parents to take the time and read the stories to their children, and kind of leave them falling asleep on a good note with a good story in their minds and leave them with creative dreams. So I got a very nice letter back from the girl that I gave the backpack to, that she loved the moment with her mom every night when they were able to read the books. And there was just a couple things that I would probably change on it with the activities, and just explaining a little bit better, and the organization of my folder that I included in there could have been probably done a little bit better because it was confusing for the girl and the mom. The library exploration was a very interesting assignment for me. This is just a picture. I did the Upland Public Library because I've grown up in Upland most of my life. I included some screenshots of what we really had to fill out, and then at the bottom I included the entire assignment. I used to go to this library when I was younger, and I remember just really enjoying the time going to this library. But when I went in, I was actually upset because it was very underdeveloped, and it seemed to be lacking a lot. But there seemed to be a lot of hopeful potential attitude towards what they're going to do in the future, and they had a lot of programs that were in progress, and they seemed to be trying to decorate, and even though it was kind of worn out, have an environment where children would want to come and learn. And they did have computers, which I'm all about technology, so that was a good aspect of it as well. For my reader's response blog, this was by far my favorite assignment. It was something that I really enjoyed, and at first wasn't too happy about, just for the fact that I didn't think I was going to like it because I was being told what books to read. But I included, this is where the link to my WordPress blog, which includes all the assignments on there and pictures of the books I read, and the ones in bold are the ones that I read. I was assigned to Group B. I ended up loving this assignment because I learned so much about it. Even if the book wasn't exactly my favorite book, I was able to get a lesson plan or a theme, something I could do with my future classroom. So it was definitely a learning experience, and I feel like this is something that I would want to do just depending what grade level I teach with my students in the future, so that they're able to see all the work and all the different personal experiences that they can relate to, or themes, characters, plots, everything. I think it's a really creative way to have almost like a book summary and something for the kids to be proud of as well. My reading log self-select book is selected books were probably, I would say, best represent me as a teacher. I took a lot out of this, and I was able to read books that I had read so long ago and read them again and see them from a different perspective as a teacher, which is one of the most important things, I think, being able to see the other side. So I was able to see themes I had never seen, or things that I didn't really understand until now that maybe I'll be able to communicate to my students. I just included what I would rate them, different things that I could relate to, and then different things that related to the world within them. It was awesome, and I enjoyed every single book. Even if it was a low rating, I got something out of it, and I think that's important to tell kids, that you're going to get books assigned and they're not going to be your favorite books, but that's part of learning, and you have to take something out of it. And the last one was my website investigation, and this was including technology. I think this was my most challenging. I have a lot of work I need to put into it, but I think that I've learned from it that technology is so important, and there needs to just be more guidelines within the technology assignments because of the confusion it can have, or misdirection, in a sense that they'd lose the assignment ideas and get too caught up in the idea of the games that I had in my lesson plan. So that's my e-portfolio, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.